XRP is likely to go through a lot of changes in the next 24 hours, which could be a game changer for buyers. If you have XRP involved, you need to pay close attention right now. The next 24 hours could mean the difference between big gains and a possible drop. This isn't just another change in prices. A big event is coming up that will have an impact on XRP in a way that could shake up the market, whether it's because of a big news, an important update from Ripple, or changes in the rules and regulations. All signs point to a big change. Cryptocurrencies are known for being very volatile, and XRP is no different. The price is currently at a crossroads with a number of reasons that could either drive it up or cause it to drop quickly. Investors and traders are already keeping an eye on the time and ready to respond to any changes. What you do in the next few hours could have a big impact on your investment plan. If you're a holder, it's important to stay informed and ready for the unexpected. Even though XRP has had its ups and downs, this time feels different. With all the attention it's getting, it's clear that the market is tense, and what happens next will likely set the tone for the next few months. Are you ready for what's to come? The next 24 hours could be very important in deciding where XRP goes from here. Don't miss out on learning about the important events that are shaping this vital moment to understand why XRP is expected to make such a big move. Get a better look. Take a look at what's moving the market right now. First, let's look at what's new with Ripple and XRP. In the past few weeks, there have been major news stories that could have an effect on the price of XRP. For example, Ripple's ongoing legal fight with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC is almost over, and many people think the result will be a big something that causes SRP's price to change. If the SEC case goes well for Ripple, it could give SRP the legal clarity it's been waiting for, which could lead to a huge rise in investor confidence. This could allow institutional investors who have been waiting to buy a lot of XRP because they don't know how it will be regulated to finally do so. Besides the legal news, there are other important factors at play. Ripple has continued to grow its network of partners, including well-known names in the banking and finance industries. As more people use Ripple's technology for cross-border payments, the demand for XRP could rise dramatically. These partnerships are a strong sign that XRP is more than just a fad asset for speculation. As these banks use XRP more, it will be useful for the future of global banking. It's possible that the price will go up even more. As more people accept cryptocurrencies, the market is also responding to bigger trends in the area. More investors around the world are seeing XRP as a real contender. Ripple's growing impact in the financial world and the interest in the market are making it possible for a big price move. The price of XRP is still low compared to other major cryptocurrencies, and many people think it has a lot of room to grow. These factors, along with the fact that the market is currently very volatile, mean that the next 24 hours could be very important for XRP. It's a many holders, and based on how things go, we could see a big change in the value of XRP. The next few hours will clearly set the stage for what comes next. Whether the news causes a spike or a dip, watch out, because what happens now could determine the future of XRP. As we move into the next 24 hours, it's important to know what could happen. XRP and what holders should be ready for. The market is unpredictable, and XRP's price could change a lot depending on a number of factors. Let's look at what could happen and what you might want to do if the news over the next 24 hours is good. For example, if the SEC case is won or Ripple gets a big new partnership, XRP's price could go up. In this case surge, people who own XRP could make a lot of money and a lot of new investors could flood the market. This could cause prices to spike as demand for those holding XRP goes through the roof. Now might be the time to decide whether to hold on to your position for even longer to make even more money or to sell some of it to lock in your profits. There are a lot of experts who say that when the lack of that it's important to be careful and plan ahead. On the other hand, if bad news comes in like Ripple being sued or the market going down, if XRP's price goes down, holders may lose money in the short term, but it's important to remember that the coin market goes through cycles. So just because XRP's price goes down doesn't mean the end of the road. That being said, it's important to stay calm and not make hasty choices based on short-term price changes. Some investors may decide to stay put during the drop because they know that XRP has a lot of potential in the long run, especially since more and more financial institutions are starting to use it. One thing that all buyers should do is be extra careful over the next 24 hours and pay close attention to the news. Update could make the market respond quickly. If you've been thinking about adding more XRP to your portfolio, now might be a good time to keep an eye on the price changes. On the other hand, if you're worried about the risks, it's also a good idea to have a plan for managing your investment, like setting stop loss orders or choosing a price target to exit your position. Position could be unstable over the next 24 hours, but it's important to remember that instability also opens up chances. Whether the market goes up or down, your success will depend on how well you can handle these changes. Keep up with the news, stick to your plan, and remember that in the world of cryptocurrencies, time and knowledge are everything. The big move that was expected, any changes in the price of XRP in the next 24 hours, could be the start of something big. So let's look at the possible results and how you can protect your investment in each case. If the market responds positively and the price of XRP goes up sharply, this could be the breakout that many users have been waiting for. A legal win for Ripple or a new relationship could make more people want to buy XRP, which could cause the price to rise quickly for holders. This could be a great chance to make money off of the price jump. If you're thinking about selling, now might be a good time to do it, especially if XRP hits a price goal you set on the other side. And if you've been holding onto your coins for a long time, you might decide to keep them because you think this is just the start of a much bigger upward trend. In these situations, it's important to have a clear plan for whether you want to cash out, hold, or even buy more XRP. If the price keeps going up, on the other hand, if bad news comes out, whether it's because of a legal setback, a correction in the market, or bigger economic issues, the price of XRP could go down, which could make some buyers panic. It's important to stay calm and not make hasty decisions, though. Cryptocurrency markets are naturally unstable, and a drop in XRP's value doesn't always mean that its potential is over. In fact, short-term drops could be a chance for smart investors to make money. When the market goes down, investors buy more at a lower price, setting themselves up for possible gains when the market rises again. If you're holding on to XRP during a dip, it's important to remember that the cryptocurrency market goes through cycles, and this could just be a short phase before the next wave of growth for those who can handle short-term volatility. The long-term prospects of XRP are especially bright. With its growing use in global finance, stay strong as you handle your investments over the next few hours. Give some thought to how